This program is made possible through the generous support of Woburn Bowladrome, 32 Montvale Avenue, and on the web at woburnbowl.com. By your community's public access channel, and by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
Semifinal number 2 here on Candlepin New Generation. We just saw a record nearly broken. Is this the week that one will be, Brian?
I don't know. You were like, it can't get any better, so
I don't
probably.
think it can. Well, we'll find out. He's Brian Rowe. I'm Rob Taylor. Season 14 of the greatest children's youth Candlepin bowling show in the world.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Let's start with the people we haven't met yet, the 1 seeds. We've got Jacob Robicheau and Jaime Pingree here. Jake, it is Jake. You prefer Jacob. I remember that, even though he put Jake on his shirt just to mess with me.
That's just
Jacob,
confusing.
we haven't seen you in a few years. How's it feel to be back under the lights?
It feels really good. I've been working on my game and getting my average up, and it feels good.
How do you feel like you've grown as a bowler over these past few years?
I feel like the body English has gone down and a little bit more maturity.
Jake was one of the best body English people. Jacob was one of the best body English people. Well, I hope we still see some energy out of you.
You will, especially when I bowl good.
That's what I like to hear. And then Jaime told me that her mind is set on triple strike. Yeah. How are you going to do it, Jaime?
Follow through is the biggest thing, I'd say. Bending and following through definitely factors in throwing a good ball. So
she's got dollar signs in her eyes.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Now, you guys both bowled in the States this morning, right? How did you do?
I got first.
And how did you do?
I got first as well.
Uh-oh.
You scared, Hunter and Renee? You scared?
Uh-oh.
Well, so we got the Mass States champs going up there, but we'll see if it's Renee and Hunter's turn.
All right. Start with Hunter. Hunter, we all know what happened in the last match. You know, brother v. brother, crazy ending. That's in the past. What do you do to focus on this one?
Just gonna bowl my game.
Do you think your brother's rooting for you, or you think he's like, no, down with Hunter?
He is.
He is?
Yeah.
No, I don't know about that. What sort of adjustments you got to make to bowl a little better and take down these two who won some big prizes this morning?
Just gonna slow down. Keep my eye on the prize.
Keep your eye on the prize. All right, Renee, you said close second. You looking for a little revenge?
Oh, maybe.
This is great. We got eye contact here, Brian. You know it's the older kid. This is awesome.
She wants it. You can see it. She got dollar signs. She's too distracted by the money. You go after the bowling. What are you going to do to make sure you come away with the victory, go to the championship match?
Stop rolling my wrists, first of all. Try and hit the head pin most of the time.
That's a good strat.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're Charlie Collins.
Unless you're Charlie Collins.
Charlie.
Straight wrists and head pin hits. That's what's going on over here, and we're going to take down these two champs.
3 of these kids were going for scholarships this morning, and now they're going for a Candlepin New Generation title. Let's see who takes it right now. The men are going first in this match. Jacob Robicheau's tossing the first ball. Go get him, Jacob.
Because it's 2016.
18, Brian.
I went backwards.
It's 2018. Jacob tosses the first ball. Every match we've been doing a coin toss to see who would go first. The winner of the coin toss would get to choose either the lane that they would start on or who would bowl first. And for the first time, we had Hunter and Renee electing to have the gentleman go first.
You will be happy to hear, as we were coming over to here after the interviews, Jacob looked at Hunter and said, high fives after marks, and Hunter said, no. He said this is a rivalry.
Hunter's been around before. This is good. This is good. That's what we like.
Handshake before.
And then that's it. And then it's on. Perfect. 10-9 the start. Jacob Robicheau has been on the show for years. Years. Man, I would love to know his first episode. He had some great matches with Aaron Sousa back in the day.
Really?
And what were some high energy matches. The 18-year-old has a high single of 189.
Wow.
So Jacob Robicheau
444
is a heck of a bowler, and he drops 9 right there.
How come I don't know who he is?
Because he hasn't been on the show for a few years.
Ooh, favorite TV show, Shameless. Love Shameless.
No shame there. And Jacob all over the single. Great shot by Robicheau. Breaks the ice. Hunter, meanwhile, a tough little break there.
How old's Hunter?
Hunter is 16. He is the youngest in this matchup. His 3 peers are all seniors in high school, all graduating. And I hate when seniors graduate, Brian. At my school, they all get nostalgic and they're crying. We had our seniors last day of school the other week.
But isn't it also nice to kind of like get rid of them?
A little, but then all the other kids just think they're done for the year.
Well, they are.
Yeah, so I just say let them all graduate at the same time. That's my take.
No. Seniors got too much stuff to do.
Like what? None of them
Prom,
are doing anything.
Graduation,
Ugh.
partying.
9 drop from Robicheau. Candlepin bowling television shows to compete on.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, I guess
That's
I
your
didn't
cup
factor
of,
that
That's
in.
your cup of tea.
Jacob just barely wide right on that
Stayed
single.
the lane and still missed right. It's impressive. Oh.
Hunter with 7 looking for the out.
119 average for Jacob.
Jacob, I think, is going to transition very well onto the professional circuit.
Yeah.
Jacob tossed the leading 351 score in qualifying. Hunter only 12 behind at 339.
They were all close, as you mentioned earlier weeks ago.
Merely 13 separated the 1 seed Robicheau from the 6 seed Jack Berrigan. Robicheau buries the head pin, another single. Again, you got to wonder if 1 pin fell more each time. He'd have $500.
He just told himself to settle down a little bit because it's obvious that he's just bouncing off the walls right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jake was, oh my God, back in the day. Should have seen him. If we could flashback. Nat, if you want to look into the YouTube archives, feel free. Just saying. I mean, that's what I would have done when I edited the show, but I mean, if you want to take the easy way out and not feature flashbacks every other box, that's fine. Jacob with the 9, that one coming out of the gutter.
Can you tell me a little more? Like, you just give me this tease. I want to know what happened.
I just remember there was a match. It was really close. Somebody won. Huge fist pump. Antics.
Scuffle breakout?
This was like, oh, no. It was just like season 8. They were young. They were pumped. They were all over the place. Now he's a little more reserved, a little more mature.
Boo.
I know. That's not what we're about here. Robichau's had 3 consecutive 9-pin drops, and he'd rather have a 9-pin drop than that, looking at a tough split. Hunter, meanwhile, looking for his first mark of the game. He drops 5, but I like his better. I feel like that wood might help corral him in back there. Robicheau, nice bid.
Just buy it.
Hunter, meanwhile,
There you go.
picks up a mark, so he goes into the break with 45 and a ball. Jacob, meanwhile, looking for the out. He gets 1, a strong 57 performance from Robicheau, so 12 pins the difference, though Hunter has a mark. The gentlemen are done. You're done, guys. Have a seat. Ladies, take the lane. That's 5. That's 5. Maddie Kelly is arguing with us, claiming it's 4. Check the tapes,
hey.
Matt. Pretty
Check
sure
tape.
it's 5.
You want to check tape?
It's 5. It was
Check
5.
tape.
Either that or Jess is making numbers up over here. We're hoping it's the... Who knows? Jamie Pingree's up first. She's on 38. Jamie, the state's champion, as we heard earlier.
Jamie a senior? Should we leave it
Jamie is. She's going to leave us behind as well. She probably won't leave us behind. She's been a mainstay of the show the past couple of seasons. Jamie's one of those bogey kids that, like, barely started bowling. As she drops a mark.
Wow.
She started at, like, 16 and then within 3 weeks had, like, a 110 average.
Only 17. Does everyone got another year, Jamie?
I'm pretty sure we do. Be awkward if we got all nostalgic about her Candlepin career and then we saw her again next season.
Well, she wouldn't be able to come back.
Because I mean, whatever we say is true
We wrote her
on
off.
this show.
Bye, Jamie.
Renee Whitelaw, also 18. She lists her favorite TV show as Grey's Anatomy. And her favorite song as Hasta la Amanecer.
Oh, I love that song.
What the heck is that
I
song?
haven't heard that.
Yeah, why?
I don't know what that song is.
I have no clue what that is. Again, the only Spanish song I know is Livin' La Vida Loca, which we referenced several
it's a
episodes
second
ago.
reference to that. Jamie had to fill out her own because you didn't print out enough fun fact sheets.
That is correct. I did not print out
So-
enough fun fact sheets.
She skipped all the favorites.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta make them up. Nice shot by Renee Whitelaw. She picks up her first mark of the match. Jamie with a nice 10.
Her favorite TV show is Storage Wars.
I've never seen Storage Wars.
Really?
Actually, I've seen like 5 minutes of it. My dad was
That's all
watching.
I really need to see.
I don't get what a storage locker is.
So
I don't get how
locker,
there can just be a locker that's sold at random.
Well, if you don't pay your bill, then they sell your
It's
locker.
just owned? Okay. But why can't you look inside it? It seems unnecessarily complicated to me.
You can look, but you can't dig
What does that mean, you can't dig? Why can't you dig?
because it's not yours yet. You
But
can't
whose
dig
is
through
it?
someone else's stuff. It's the locker companies.
I just feel like transparency would be a better solution to this. Let me know what I'm buying. That's
That's
my
the
take.
fun of it.
I just feel like an entire TV show is built on false premises and duping people,
I mean, it's their profession.
I guess.
Go around buying storages and hope you get like a whole bunch of coins in the back or something.
Well, we're a TV show that does not dupe people, and we have reaped the benefits of it. Each episode this season, we've been going back to Candlepin for Kids episode 1007, our highest viewed episode with over 143,000 views. And to pay tribute to that episode, we have been reading one of the awesome YouTube comments we received on that episode as a way to get nostalgic about the show. And this week's quote comes from Josh Puller, who 5 days ago wrote, "Is this meant to be bowling?" Yes, it is, Josh. Yes, it is. A couple of the other ones we're not able to read on the air because of our passion for being politically correct. Oh, we got to read this one, too, as Jaime Pingree picks up a nice shot. Renee as well. And so they've got one box to go here. One more box, guys. One more box. One more comment from that episode, just because we can. This is from Ja. Did you hear that one boy has bowled 2 weeks and he is already in that tournament? Whatever is it? LOL. Thanks for watching, Ja. Renee Whitelaw's been bowling for more than 2 weeks, and you can tell with that hammer at the end of the half. She's got a 50 and 2 balls to go.
Ja.
Jaime Pingree staring at the 5-7-10 for her out. She is at 41 in the fourth, and now she is at 48 through 5. So we got a tight one here, Brian. I believe it is 95 to 93. In favor of Hunter and Renee, but Hunter and Renee both have 2 balls. My math is wrong. I think it might be 105 to 103. Regardless, 2-pin difference. Hunter adding to it with his spare.
Seems like Jacob was really running away with this then. It's only a 2-pin match.
I could be completely wrong, Brian.
Could be.
Jess says it's 10 pins, so I stand corrected. And folks at home, I apologize for duping you, just like Storage Wars does. Hunter with a nice spare.
Oh, man.
Hunter's on the prowl.
Can't go, but the 4 horsemen and the 5 does.
Who'd have thunk it?
5,
Jacob
6.
picks up a nice mark, too. Our gentlemen are heating up here in the second half.
Oh, they fist bumped.
Yeah, we didn't want that.
Guys, liars.
Hunter, last match after winning, said he wants to win this one for Renee in her last season.
Yeah, that was sweet, wasn't it?
That is really sweet. Yeah, that's selfless. But it's like an Ortiz-like win one for the
One for the Gipper.
for the Gipper. So we're calling Renee the Gipper. That
Yeah.
can be her new nickname.
The Gipper, Renee, the Gipper.
I'm sure she'll love that.
Yeah.
4 Horsemen hasn't gone well today, but now Hunter's got a piece of wood sandwiched in there. I think that should help him. And it does. A 2nd consecutive mark for Hunter. Actually, a 3rd consecutive mark. He goes back to the 5th.
Back-to-back 4 horsemen.
And so Colin's heating up. Robicheau, meanwhile, I feel like he's got to go far right on that wood. Oh my
he
goodness.
Put one in front of it and one behind it.
That is a brutal break for Jacob.
Wow.
Well-placed shot, nothing to show for it. He homes in on the 9. So he didn't home in. He missed slightly. Got ahead of myself.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
Happens.
Collins now 76 in a ball through 6. He got out to a tough little start, but now he's really turned it around. Robicheau, meanwhile, at 83 through 7. So some good scores here by our gentlemen. Leading off, no less.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe that has something to do with it.
Tough break for Hunter.
Wow.
Jacob takes 7. Hunter's looking at a high-low jack. I feel like I need a Robicheau fact, Brian. Give me a Jacob fact. I haven't seen enough about him recently. What do we got?
Favorite food, pizza, because he's smart.
No comment. Favorite song, Body Like a Brick Road.
I think it says Back Road
Oh,
by Sam
is
Hunt.
that a compliment?
It's country. Oops.
You have a body like a back road? I don't
Yeah,
see.
you know, like
I'm-
untraveled.
If you say so. 2 boxes to go in our semifinal matchup. Hunter on the head pin leaves just the 5. I thought it meant like it was a shortcut.
I don't know if that's any better.
Hunter staring the 5 in the face. All over it.
Wow.
Big mark by Hunter. Now Jacob will look to answer. He's got a head pin with some wood. Oh, and the cap gets him there.
Wow.
Got a very little margin for error there. You want to slide it, but there's not much pin to look at. And so Jacob will look for the 10.
What stop did he win? Academy.
Well, we combine the 2 stops. So we combine the main stop and the Academy stop. We take the top 6 from each. He bowled his 351 at the Academy stop. 1 box remains for our gentlemen.
1 box.
1 box left.
Rules.
Jacob's at 102, Hunter's at 96, and this ball. And we have got a close one, folks, so hold on to that desk chair computer seat you have. Hunter buries one. Great half for Collins. 4 marks in 5 boxes. He's at 116 and 2 balls. Robicheau, meanwhile, buries the head pin, but a tough-looking split.
They don't call him a Hunter for nothing.
That's why they call him Hunter, because it's his birth certificate name. Jacob just off. And now he'll look to pick up 1 for the finish. Doesn't get it, so a strong 110 for Jacob Robicheau. And now Hunter at 116 and 2 balls. What is a strong performance by Hunter Collins. He struggled a little in the first one, got bailed out by his partner Renee Whitelaw, and got bailed out by the horrible luck 1-8 punch out by his brother. Hunter looking for the double.
Wow.
And Hunter looking to put the match on his shoulders here. He's at 124 plus potentially 2. He gets 1 of them. So a strong 125 game for Hunter Collins in a 4-mark second half. Big 75 half for Hunter, and he will hand his partner Renee Whitelaw a decent-sized lead here. 17. So 17 pins the difference. Renee Whitelaw with that lead and with 2 balls. She's working on a strike. And so Pingree was talking triple strike before the match, and it seems like that's the sort of thing she's going to need in order to hop back into this. As Whitelaw extends the lead to 25. Both of our ladies looking for an out. And so it's interesting. Hunter and Renee won the coin toss. They were the ones who picked the gentleman to go first. I wonder if maybe Hunter wanted the pressure to be off a little, and that helped them string those together. I don't know if you feel more confident with Renee as the anchor.
I mean, someone had to pick it, right?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
We had to get it sooner or later.
Yeah.
I think it's more interesting to find out if they
hammer Renee Whitelaw.
If they win the toss, will they do it again?
If I'm them, I'm doing it again. You got to wonder. I feel like they weren't firing on all cylinders in that first match. They got a couple of breaks. They got that great break at the end when Charlie needed 3 for the tie, and he got 2 while punching the head pin. So maybe you want to change up the mojo a little.
Make Nate go first?
That would be interesting. The winner of this match faces Olivia Jones and Nate Fontaine, who tossed a 262 a mere 1 week ago. I gotta say, Renee double strike here all of a sudden puts that score in jeopardy. So Whitelaw at 77 and 2 balls in the 7th. On the head pin, she's not off by 1. She's got that lefty cross lane ball, makes it tricky to track from back here.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Pingree punches.
Ooh, I like the way that sounds.
Pingree punch. Big mark by Whitelaw. She's staying hot. Pingree veers a little left there. Pingree having a tough time stringing them together this string, but she's got a strong bowling pedigree. 155 high single, high 5 of 600. Ooh. Proudest of her first triple strike. And she still has time to throw a second. The Holland Mass native.
Get the money. Holland, that's where they have like big wooden shoes.
Holland, Mass, the wooden shoe capital of Western Mass.
Yeah, I think so.
Never been to Holland. The nation or the town?
I don't think anybody's ever been to Holland.
The nation or the town?
Town.
Yeah. And yet they manufacture so many good wooden shoes. Nice bid by Whitelaw. She adds 7 to her mark total. That brings her up to 104. So we're going to have potentially another 250 here, Brian.
What the girls' record is?
I do not know. I think Sabrina Wilkie tossed like a 140 back in the day at some point. 8. And so 1 box remains for our contestants. 237 Hunter and Renee are at, plus this. So if Renee were to throw a triple strike, she'd take home $500 and tie the show record. She doesn't. But a great effort. She might be saving some for next week. And still a respectable performance from our 1 seeds. Jaime Pingree just had a little bit of trouble getting it going out there today.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I would do if I won a state championship in the morning.
It's a lot
and
of
had the
bowling.
bowl in the afternoon.
It's a lot of bowling.
Her 6th game of the day, not counting all the warm-ups she threw. Jaime, one of the great sports and contestants of Candlepin New Generation. Jacob as well. And so we'll miss them as we move forward. We won't miss Hunter and Renee. We'll see them next week, and we will talk to them.
The dream is alive.
Right now. 125 and 122 by our 2 contestants, and another strong performance. Shall we start? Do you want to start? Do you want me to start? Do you want me to flip a coin? We can see who goes first. What do you want to do?
You can start.
I'll start?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll start with you, Renee. You said you didn't have a heart attack this time.
I did not have a heart attack.
Why?
Both did great.
You absolutely did. Starting to feel more comfortable?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
122 score, that's huge up there. How'd you do it?
Hit the head pin.
True.
Stopped rolling my wrist.
Also true.
Okay, that's what she said she was going to work on.
The wrist? We've
And
had
the
a lot
head
of
pin.
wrists. And
no
head pins.
wrist, head pin.
Check them both off. So now you're going into the finals in your last year. How does that feel?
Feels great. Yeah.
And you are going up against Nate Fontaine and Olivia Jones. How do you scout this matchup?
Gonna do my best. I don't know.
It's good enough for us. She's going to do her best.
Yeah.
What
That's
was
all you
it?
can ask for.
What was it like bowling anchor in the match? How did that change things? Did it change things?
It was good.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, it was good. All right.
Yeah,
Back
I
to
mean, I
Hunter.
think that's my first question is, what was it like to lead off as opposed to go second, which is sort of what you normally do?
Well, no, me and Renee are all about change here.
Okay. Okay, now we know.
So how was it? What was it like?
It was great.
Is it something that if you win the toss in the championship match, you want to do again?
Of course.
You're going first again in the championship?
If they win
That's
the
their
match.
plan? Okay,
A couple
okay.
120s, you really can't change anything.
I wouldn't change a thing if I were them.
How were you able to get on the head pin, stay on the head pin, and just stay rolling?
I moved over to my right. See where I went from there.
So you just made an adjustment, and it worked.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, he threw a strong second half.
Championship match next week. How are we feeling?
pretty well.
Good. I mean, I'm
Good
excited.
enough for me. We got some
Let's
calm
just get
winners
there.
right here.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
I think they're ready to bowl. So why are we stopping them?
No, yeah, no reason.
All right, well, let's fly through the credits then. Franklin TV made this show, and we love them. Woburn Bowladrome hosted us, and we love them. Brian hosts with me. I love him. And I'm Rob, and I love myself, which is important in life,
It
right?
is, yeah. You need to love
Confidence,
yourself.
But it's not too much. I don't
Justin
think,
Bieber once said,
I don't think I go over
go
the,
and love yourself.
go over the egotistical line. We love you, too, for watching this show. So thank you for watching another episode of Candlepin New Generation.
This program is made possible through the generous support of Woburn Bowladrome, 32 Montvale Avenue, and on the web at woburnbowl.com, by your community's public access channel, and by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.